it's sort of interesting, I guess, at the lack of apparent progress, which is a bit of a shame. Have a look through. Oh, actually, well, that's probably unfair. It looks like they've actually painted it, like proper paint. And we've got some things on in there, and actually, I know this is supposed to be like the test room where they just get everything kind of working as it should be. So we've got sockets on the walls, all of the stuff on the floor. The shadow copy stuff is all in, which is good. We've got, God, they've got even more crap in here. Boiler. This is some water storage device. I mean, that looks a bit of a bodge, doesn't it? More things, even more things in here. Didn't realise quite how much junk they were going to manage to put in there. Well, that's quite cool. Actually, it looks like they've started sanding down all of the things here, and oh, okay. Well, that's something. So that's one of the big units for the TV. I'm starting to jump in. Ouch. So that's one of the built-in units there. The wardrobes, and then I guess that's the other side, and then the smaller wee one is that one. Is where the tellies will go. Those actually look quite nice. Oh, I'm pleased with that. And then again, this has all been painted up and things. It's still got a bit of work to do in terms of tidying it up, but actually, that ain't bad. I'm pleased with that. At last, it looks like they've started doing something in the bathrooms, which is about time. I mean, bear in mind, in theory, this is like 4 weeks away, 3 weeks away. So they've got to stop faffing around. Well, that's exciting. So that's got, hang on, where's the door? So that there is one of the built-in units. So that's effectively to put the telly goes in there. I'm not quite sure how they're going to attach it to the wall, whether it's got some kind of, it's probably the same shadow gap nonsense, isn't it? Started putting pipe working out here. I think it's a bit weird, to be honest. They don't really seem to have done much in 2.5 weeks at all. So I'm probably being a bit unfair. Stairs. Well, there's nothing really new there. They were going to try and do a few bits and pieces under there, but I don't really know what's happened. But your kitchen. Well, that's progress. So this is the utility room. Oh, that's not bad actually, is it? This isn't blue, by the way. This is just like a covering on them. It's just like sort of basic, cheaper kitchen. So this is at the back. But the sort of dryers, washing machine dryers go there, which is perfect. And then there's a bit of storage for bits and bobs in there. It's very nice. Nothing massively different there. Oh, they've got the sink in. That's quite nice, isn't it? That's quite cool. Actually, that's more finished, isn't it? And the Corian, it all looks like that's taped up properly. Don't really want to. So the Corian worktop is on there, which actually looks really nice. That piece of oak, I think that's for one of the bathrooms actually, so that's kind of interesting. The wood burner looks bonkers. I mean, it's the size of a small car now. Not sure what's going on with those units there. Those must be for one of the other rooms. But that's basically the big kind of divider in the room. Actually looks really nice. Log store in the middle there. This stuff is all kind of heat shielding, and then that's going to be plastered over. Looking out to the back, I'll jump out there in a second, but the tubs there, fire pit goes on the thing sort of there-ish, and then that's where the barbecue's going to go. So that's kind of cool. They started putting the deck out there, but not done much else on that. Bunch of bloody slackers, honestly. Not sound disappointed, but a bit disappointed that they've not kind of made more progress. I think they need to get their asses into gear, to be honest. So, sure there's much going on up here. Christ, these bits of furniture are giants. Still got this on here, which is quite nice. Another room. So it looks like they've just started putting, again, these giant bits of furniture. Those will hold TVs and things. This is kind of slowly happening again as well. I can't say there's particularly. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I'm guessing that is actually the colour that we've opted for. Like a slight stony white. It's quite nice actually. I do like the white, but just that little bit of off-white is quite cool. My bedroom, and looks like there is no change. There's a giant piece of oak. I don't know what that's for. Ooh, now that does look pretty damn fancy. So all the glazing for what sits is in. So that, I'm going to put it down, and the deck. Actually, that looks gorgeous. And they've painted all those, and then the lights are in there as well for the upper part. So actually, that's probably the first part of the house that's actually complete. I have to say that looks awesome. That's going to be so nice in there. And then in here, well, I'm not going to go in there because, oh, this is flooring here, that's fine. Shower trays. Started, actually, it feels quite a nice space. It's bigger than I thought it might be. So, well, that's sort of getting there. God, I sound really ungrateful, don't I? Right, so if we wander outside, having a bit of a speech fan, been up since 4:30. I'm not on my best when I'm tired. Just looking at that burner looks bonkers. Does look pretty wodgy actually, but I think that'll just help to break things up a bit as well, so the room doesn't look quite so ridiculously monstrous. It's going to lock the door as well because I got into trouble coming up the other day and forgetting to lock it afterwards. It was a bit of a dumb thing to do. Right, so you see we've got this kind of lovely slate tucked away down here now. That's going to go all the way there, but they've not done that either. Oops. Right. So, well, that's kind of exciting. So this is all been started to grade all this back. So this is closer to finished levels. I mean, so actually got almost a piece of lawnish type thing here. You see that's all been piled up back to where, near the house. Starting to hide away some of the crap from there. Actually, they've taken the road away. Well, that's exciting. That is exciting, actually. So this is now getting back to where it should be. Back to field. Actually, they've done that really well. It's exactly how it should look. And then here, hopefully that tree's not going to be too upset given all the concrete that's just been pushed underneath it. So we've got the concrete there for the barbecue. That concrete, the sort of wall there, is actually for the fire pit. Obviously the hot tub is there on its giant concrete pad, so that's all new. Maybe I have been a bit unfair to them. Crap, that's massive. That's absolutely ginormous. Oh. Cover. Those are the decking boards again. See, I mean, these things just look really nice actually. It's kind of like a plasticky, synthetic-y thing. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm impressed they got it into place actually, because that was looking a bit complicated for them. So that's going to be like a wall barbecue stuff either there, around there. I've kind of forgotten actually to bring up some cables in there, so they'll need to do that. But got mains water and various other bits of pipe work and things going in there. And actually the deck basically extends all the way, steps down to the pool, but then all the way over here as well, which is quite nice. So because this is actually built this up quite a bit, which I wasn't expecting, but this is actually much nicer. So it doesn't disappear off quite so dramatically as it was originally going to. And then I think they'll, from here, then start pushing that over there, which is going to be amazing. So, so there we go. And there is progress, obviously, but I'm not going to lie and say I was kind of hoping that it would be looking more finished. There still seems to be a lot of bits which haven't kind of really started yet. But we'll see. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And God, look at that concrete pad for that. It's bonkers. Well, I suppose that thing filled that was going to be a couple of tons, isn't it? So yeah, week 33, 6, I don't know. Really no idea these days. But in theory, 3.5 weeks from completion, more likely 4.5 weeks from completion. I am off to, oh god, sorry, that's really bumpy, isn't it? Off to Chicago again on Monday, and then Barcelona. So the next one is probably going to be in another 2 weeks' time, which then really is 2 weeks until I move in. So they had better have got a lick on by then. And that's quite interesting. They've put in just graded that out as well around here to make that a bit smoother. It's a good idea. So yeah, it's getting there. It really is getting there. So another 2 weeks, more info, more details. Anything exciting happens in the next 2 days, I will let you know, but I very much doubt it, to be honest. Thanks again.